Oh,
hang on.
yeah, naked jockey in the bathroom. So this is the changing room.
Yeah.
It feels a bit like a sports changing room, obviously, because it is.
Yeah.
We've got those aren't hat racks though, are they?
No, they're saddle racks. Yeah, I have to tell you first of all that to come in here, in half an hour's time, you won't be in here. You won't be allowed to be in here.
Yeah.
There will be a waiting room security officer, and no one is in here without jurisdiction.
Is that because this is so important that they can't in any
it
way
is,
be
and the
tampered with? Or?
yeah, and you don't want people mithering jockeys wanting tips that they're not allowed to give, and all that sort of stuff. So this is very, very much an area that's their space for them to be able to be relaxed and not have any mither or any trouble. But you can see saddles on here. Yeah, but look at the difference in sizes.
So is this?
What weight are these? 2?
That one's 1, that one's about
5. Yeah.
So why would there be different sizes?
Well, we were discussing weight earlier. It's much easier to carry weight in a saddle than it is to put it in a lead weight cloth and have those solid leads that you saw out there.
So when we're looking at the handicaps, they could potentially just throw out a bigger saddle and
absolutely,
then a smaller one. Okay, yeah.
So if he's got to do his very lightest, he'll have one saddle that weighs a pound. So if you think that you're sitting on half a ton of very fast, very bright, thoroughbred horseflesh, and that's all that's keeping you there, that's pretty impressive,
scary,
isn't it?
yeah, that really is.
It's
scary.
a lot more to it than just jumping up on its back.
Yeah, totally.
If that's keeping you in the plate, there's not a lot of it.
Now, do each of the jockeys have their own saddles that they bring in with them? Okay.
Yeah.
So they'd be tailored for them, would they? Or?
Yeah.
And again, so you've got 4 of them. So this jockey here, depending on the horse and the handicap, will choose which saddle to go.
Depending on the weight he's got to carry.
Okay.
It's not always the weight he has to carry. So everybody's, they're all, some of them are slightly different. They're different makes, different styles. Some have red ones, some have black ones. But these are all now set to an individual jockey all the way along this line. His saddles, his clothes, his kit, his boots. And these are brought by the valets. The jockeys aren't here yet. The valets are the guys, and they truck all around the country with this stuff. And they wash it all, clean it all, take it home, move it on to the next racecourse, knowing where their jockeys are going.
Yeah.
They work harder than anybody.
Yeah.
Their hours are very long, and they drive for miles. And all they're doing is actually valeting for these guys to make their life easier.
Have you ever been in a position where you brought the wrong stuff for the wrong jockey?
rather not say.
That's a no, that's a no.
No. But your hours are pretty long, aren't they?
Well, set off this morning at 8:30. I suppose I'll get home tonight, 10 o'clock maybe, something like that.
There you go.
So if you got to a situation where, for example, you were stuck in traffic and you couldn't get stuff through, how easy is it to get your hands on other things for the jockey?
That doesn't happen. It can't happen.
They can't happen.
To be honest.
It's actually that.
I like
They
that.
have to be here.
And I love the biggers.
Yeah.
They're just like
Well, these guys clean them. We'll just do one little run up here into the physio. Yeah, so the colours don't come with the valet because the colours are they belong to a horse.
Okay.
Colours are registered to an owner. So any horse under that owner, that ownership has that set of colours.
So you can have the same jockey riding 5 or 6 horses
and
a
he'll
day,
be in different
all
sets of
being
colours all
different
day. Yeah, and they are brought here by the trainer. Washroom and physio room. The washroom being washing machines, tumble dryers, because these valets,
Yeah.
all this jockey's kit will be washed, cleaned, dried before it's taken away tonight onto the next track. That's why I tell you that these boys work harder than anybody
Yeah,
else.
totally.
They really do. So every jockey in here, I don't know how many there are today, but on some days we can have 50. And every jockey in here, a valet will deal with 3 or 4, probably, or 5, 6 maybe, depending on who's here. And all their kit will be washed, sorted, done, ready to go.
And
And if it's a
physio
wet,
room.
soggy day, they can wash one pair of breeches and have it dried and wear it again in the third race.
Really?
Oh yeah. And this is the physio room. So we have a physio on site. She'll turn up an hour before the first. And most racecourses now have physios on site.
So I guess she's the equivalent of the vet, but for the jockey.
Exactly. And the good thing is that if they've got a little knock or a bruise or a strain, because there's one at most racecourses, he'll come in here, see her before racing or during a race or after a race or whatever, during racing, and he can get continuity of treatment because when he goes to the next racecourse, it won't be the same person, but they'll have the same system. So if they've got a little problem or a pull or a niggle, and then they can get it dealt with and carry on from there.